everybody. How's everybody doing? So I'm gonna be doing something new. I've always kind of been the friend that people come to for advice, and I think I have good advice. I don't always take my own advice, but I think I do have good advice. So I'm gonna start this new vlog, and it's gonna be to ask Christina. Ask Christina. I don't know. I'm still thinking of a name. We'll work on that. Let me know if you have any ideas for me. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do is you can ask me any question that you want advice about, and I will answer your questions in my next video. So I think I'm gonna do it like every Wednesday or every Thursday or every Monday and Friday. Like, I'll figure out a schedule, but that's gonna be what we're doing. And if you want to ask an anonymous question, I am gonna be putting my Facebook in the description. So you can just message me through Facebook and ask me a question if you don't want to do a public comment. And I will never shout you out. I will never use your name. I will never say anything that will put your business out there if you do contact me anonymously. Okay, so the first question that I got is, there's a little bit of a backstory. So this girl was having problems with the father of her child. They are no longer together, and he was physically, mentally, and emotionally abusing her. So through their separating, she needed to file what's that called? Restraining order. And he broke the restraining order multiple times. And so she was recently contacted and told that her ex, the father of her child, is now going to be charged with a felony domestic abuse or domestic violence charge. And she feels guilty and bad because she knows that that charge is going to screw up his life. And because she feels guilty of that, she's upset with herself for feeling guilty for that, because she knows that in the end she didn't do anything wrong, and that he caused, these actions. That she loves him as the father of her child, but she doesn't love him. So she's kind of torn. So I thought this was a good question to start with. I think it's it's something that a lot of women can relate with. I think a lot of us have had relationships that weren't so healthy, that we got away from, and it probably went a different route that we thought it would, and ended up going badly, and we've felt bad for the way things have gone, even though we personally didn't really do anything wrong. Because I like that Selena Gomez song, The Heart Wants What It Wants. There's a lot of women who will be in that toxic and abusive relationship because they just love that person so much. They're willing to deal with the bad because in their mind, the good is just that good, which apparently is unhealthy. I think because there's a child involved as well, that also puts that extra squeeze on there that kind of keeps you there. Their manipulation does wonders. That's what they're trying to do. They want to manipulate you to make you feel like this is your fault, and they're good at it. And so even when you guys are apart, it can be hard to kind of let that go from you and understand that your actions had nothing to do with their consequences. Their own actions is why they are receiving the consequences that they are receiving. If he wouldn't have broken those restraining orders, he would not be receiving the felony charge. And if he wouldn't have been violent and been abusive, he wouldn't have received the restraining orders. And if he would have dealt with his anger in a better, more healthy way, then maybe you guys wouldn't have even separated in the first place. So I feel like it's really important to kind of remind yourself how you got to the point that you're at. If you feel like you did something to make him act a certain way, you have to separate yourself and realize that nothing you do can make another person do something else. That how they react to something is completely up to them. So if you were in a bad mood and you told your boyfriend or your husband or whatever to fuck off, okay, yeah, of course that's rude. How nobody wants to hear that. Okay, but how he reacts to that is all on him. He can either freak out and start fighting with you. He can either take the higher road and just say, okay, apparently you need some space, let me give you that, or just completely ignore you. I mean, there's so many different options that they can take. He chose to be abusive. He chose to not listen to the law. So those consequences of hurting him should not be on your chest. And I know that you understand that, and I know you see that. That is the good part. I feel like when you create a child with somebody that you've had a relationship with, no matter what you do, there's going to be a bond there. There's going to be some type of love. As much as it might be hard for some people to understand, it is, because you created a human being and you love that human being more than life itself. So the other part of them is a part of that person, and it can be hard to let that go. You have every right to feel how you're feeling. You can feel guilty, you can feel sad, but at the end of the day, you need to remember that they are where they are because of their own actions. So it's a tough situation. I'm sure it's really hard to get through, and try and think positive and think maybe this will help him in the long run get the help he needs, and maybe make a change for the better for whoever he happens to be with in the future. Because if you weren't to have done anything at all, his behavior would probably just continue. He would probably end up hurting more women, and it could have went way farther than it would have. You could have ended up dead. You could have ended up badly hurt. I mean, I don't know how bad the abuse was. She didn't go into, grave detail, but basically just that you taking a stand and stopping what was happening to you is going to help prevent that from happening to other women, and could possibly help him better himself in the long run, even though he might not see it that way right away. Later on down the line, if he's court ordered for, anger management or parenting classes or whatever they end up giving him, that can always definitely help him in the future. So that is my advice for that question. That's going to be it for today. I just kind of want to test the waters with this. So again, if you have anything you want advice on, please leave a comment or send me a message on my Facebook if you want to be anonymous, or either if you don't want to be anonymous, doesn't matter. However you want to ask me. It's all good. And then if you need like a quick answer, let me know, and I will do like a special quick video just to get the answer out there. Or I'm still gonna try and figure out what kind of schedule I want to do this on. If I want to do maybe a video every day, if I want to do it 2 or 3 times a day, once a week, I'm gonna try and figure that out. So bear with me, and let me know if you like this. If you think it's stupid, let me know. Otherwise, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.